Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Happy Thursday. Hello. Hi. I didn't stream yesterday on main because I didn't feel like it. You know, gotta take those off days every now and then. Even though Tuesday was also technically an off day, but don't think about it. I just didn't feel like it. I streamed on alt last night though. Did some Trabg. So, you know. I'm too busy Lightner's living. That's so true. It's so true. Doing all those fucking custom tracks last night in call after stream. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? Scott the Waz and Deltarune. Yeah, and I can't believe that chart was like allegedly charted. Nobody else knows what I'm fucking talking about because this was just all in a call. Hey, the charting for order was actually pretty good. So... anyways, yeah, I don't know, Deltarune, I guess, I like how I tell myself I need to do more, like, single chapter runs, and then I do single chapter runs for one night, and then I'm just like, alright, back to being an all chapters Andy. Now do we're learning protocol. Yeah, I downloaded, like, what, like 7 custom tracks? Alright. Time to run everybody's favorite category, ACAR. No, what I'm saying, people hate this category. This isn't ACAR NMG. What's the point if it's not ACAR NMG? Beloved category, ACAR NMG. Anyways. Luckily, I am not feeling as eepy today. I mean, like, I'm always eepy, but, like, I'm not, like, chronically tired or, like, extremely out of it. I'm not locked out, basically. So... you're not locked out, we saw you in your room. time for some normal-ass Chapter 1. Still waiting on the humble 30 text box per second wrist protector update. Please, Toby. Please, 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 please. It's not in the next update. I don't know. I will continue coping for years to come. Listen, every new update is just another chance. 99% of Deltarune speedrunners quit before the 30 text box per second wrist protector update releases. There's a speedrun legal mod for it. We're gonna, like, talk about that if it doesn't come soon, you know? 99% of Deltarune speedrunners quit before the Twin Ribbon Unnerf releases. Thank you for good luck, buddy. Hi, Jack. And that's you losing faith in it coming to the game, and you can never lose faith. I mean, even if we do get 30 text box per second, I feel like we'd probably discuss, like, making a mod for, like, demo and survey program, just so, like, you know, people actually have access to it, and without having to buy the paid release. Thank you for good luck. I mean, it was a 3-turn. I am ahead by 6 seconds, so it was a 3-turn. Thank you for the good luck. I just like how in ACAR, you know, Chapter 1 is still identical. Like, you know, you don't have to do TP or anything in ACAR, because it doesn't matter. You get the recruits anyways. Which is funny, because I think Record... I verified Record yesterday. When I was doing run verification. Record does TP for Chapter 1 just cause, and you know what? That's, like, extremely based. For the love of the game. Still based. 20-second difference. Like, they just did TPE for the love of the game, and you know what? I respect it. I will not be doing TPE, though, because I don't really feel like it. I think my favorite... I think one of my favorite little fun facts about Chapter 1 TPE stuff is just that, when Chapter 2 first released, the game didn't acknowledge if you fought anyone in Chapter 1, until an update where they had to add a cutscene. They had to add that in a patch, which I think is really funny. It's like, Toby just completely forgot that you can do that. Or like, you know, that like it wouldn't really make sense if you had done Chapter 1 with violence. Quite literally, Toby who hadn't thought of any of that. Yay! Or have an opinion on Hatless for all say. I mean, that is kind of how opinions work. You either have an opinion or you don't. I think they should invent something between having and not having an opinion. Start providing a service. Internet service providers when they have to provide a service. Split background is so cool, yeah. This is like one of the cool things I like about having a random split background is that like I just have a lot to choose from, so there's just always, like, cool shit that shows up. I don't have to, like, worry about it. Like, every time I just see new art, I just add it to the folder. I think I did, like a estimation of how much is in there. I think there's, like, 160 potential backgrounds in there, I think. Over 15 wall. Yeah, but I probably could make use of something like that for my wallpaper, except I just like the bit of my wallpaper just exclusively being Kirby Anniversary wallpapers. Yeah, no, yeah, your wallpaper is really fucking good. But yeah, back in, what was it? Yeah, 2017, I had the, Kirby 25th anniversary, wallpaper on my old laptop that then I brought over to this laptop when I first got it. And then, in 2022, for the, 30th anniversary, I upgraded to that one, and I just think that's the bit now. So yeah, only 2 more years until I get to upgrade my wallpaper again. Why do I have 23 seconds of time saving for? What the fuck happened in my PB? Did I, like, miss? I probably missed double Bloxer then, I guess. That doesn't lose 23 seconds, right? Like, there's no way that loses 23 seconds. I mean, obviously, I missed encounter skips in my PB. Like, just looking at it, it's fucking 27:32. I definitely missed an encounter skip or 2. But I was expecting, like, Head Happy or something. I don't know. I don't remember what happened in my PB. I don't know. Maybe I also just played Forest poorly. Like, maybe I missed, like, double Bloxer and played Forest poorly. Surely did. There's no way. There's no way I did. The only time that would happen is if I was going for Starwalker. Like, that's the only way it could happen, but I'm just going to assume I missed the double Bloxer and then also just played poorly in other places. Like, maybe just, like, slow menuing or just, like, menu fuck-ups. Shout out to Chapter 1 encounters. It's being way harder than in any other chapter. Yeah. I almost wonder if that was on purpose. Like, Toby saw, like, the encounter skips you could do in Chapter 1 and was like, yeah, I don't want to subject anyone to this later. It could also just be a level design thing. Like, just, like, changes in how level design works, just with, like, having, like, more larger just having larger areas. For all intents and purposes, the, like, encounter philosophy between chapters is the same. It's just that the chapter 1 level design allows you to circumvent it more. And also, I think, like, Toby was just making, you know, just making more encounters just, like, required in general. You know? There's probably other reasons as well. Yeah. And I mean, you know, there's like still some hard encounter stuff in future chapters. Like there's the cycle with the Shadow Guy Shutta encounter in chapter 3. That's pretty hard to hit. Where you can just like just barely squeeze through. The fucking minus 0.0. It's all chapters. I love Seyfried and Ranger in all chapters. I don't know what it was that changed. Like, you know, I used to not be a Seyfried and Ranger in all chapters believer, but now I am. I don't even remember what it was that changed that. It bonked. Oh well, happens. Damn it. All of my time save gone, I say, as if I'm not gonna still be ahead. HHS well known for losing 36 seconds. When was it found out that you can skip Pat Athlete? I'm assuming very early. Oh, I got fucking 11 turn because I missed so many crits. Oh. Oh wait, no, I didn't get it because I missed crits. It's because I tried. I greeted for 6 red. I remember now. I greeted for 6 red. It was like just a few TP off from just like even just a normal ass 5.5. Thank you for the follow. Myself this was an AB. Stop targeting or I'll say. I completely forgot about Redbuster. I am Toby Fox. Toby Fox speech bubble. Redbuster, never heard of it. It's funny how like outside of like literally like just like the first like maybe like few days since when we learned about it, the like difference between like Rude Red timing in chapter 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4 hasn't ever actually like fucked me over. Probably helps that you don't use Rude Buster that much in chapter 3 and 4. It's like what, Tenna, Knight. Yeah, that's it. I think you only ever use it in Tenna and Knight. And only in AB. So it's literally only ever used in AB. In 3 and 4. And I said chapter 3. So, I understand why Redbuster isn't in, I fully understand why it isn't in 3 and 4. There are multiple reasons for it. Like in the Tenna fight normally, I'm assuming Redbuster wasn't there because all of the act slots are already being used by the various minigame commands. And as far as I know, I don't think there's any like programming done for like having a scrollable act menu. And Knight, there's, like, more reasons why it wouldn't be there, like, you know, oh, Chris is working with the Knight, so they aren't gonna, like, shine their soul, give like, Susie and Ralsei extra power for stuff like Redbuster and Dual Heal. Like, that, like, the reasons why it isn't there in Knight is, you know, because of, like, more lore reasons than gameplay balancing. And then it's not there in Titan because of the reduced TP gain. There would be no reason for it to be there. You'd only be able to use it with tension items. So, yeah, Night is supposed to be impossible. You're not supposed to have any indication that you can win that fight. So Red Buster being there would be, like, an indication that you could win, you know? Chapter 5 Togor fight. I thought you were running fucking ACAR NMG. That would be such a funny bit. That would genuinely be such a funny bit. Just running ACAR NMG. Like 1 through 4 ACAR NMG. I haven't even run 1+2 ACAR NMG for reference. When it came to like 1+2 all chapters, I only ever ran ACAR glitched and glitchless, and like very rarely. Also, hi Jade. What does the NMG mean? No major glitches. It's a meme because chapter 2 has three different categories for glitched, no major glitches, and glitchless because of door warp existing. But you know that doesn't apply to literally any other chapter. So this was way before I think we decided this before we even had a release date for the chapters. We decided, yeah, when more chapters come out, we're not bringing NMG to all chapters. Because, you know, NMG was already kind of a controversial addition just because it was kind of pointless outside of main route and Snowgrave. So it just kind of gave like a bunch of like unnecessary categories. One of those being ACAR NMG. ACAR NMG is like the unnecessary category. Because ACAR itself wasn't originally an all chapters category that existed when Chapter 2 released. It used to just be main route, Snowgrave, and all bosses. It used to be main route. It used to be any % main route and all bosses, but then Door Warp had to make it so that any % was just Snowgrave. I had to rename any % to Snowgrave because it was no longer any % for glitched. But then we later added ACAR because of like a weird SRC limitation when we were making 1.09 categories that allowed ACAR to exist for specifically 1.09. And we were just like, alright, fuck it. It's like, alright, fuck it, we'll just add ACAR. And then, you know, we later then added NMG. So, ACAR NMG is kind of the punching bag category. Because, like, nobody gives a shit about it. Nobody wants to run it. You know? Alright. Anyway, who's ready for Throw Wire? In fact, looking at these 24 seconds of time loss, I'm assuming I missed Throw Wire in my PB. ACAR makes sense now. ACAR NMG will never make sense, even if we need an NMG later. Yeah. It's gonna take a lot for us to even, like, think about adding an NMG to all chapters. Like, I think even Chapter 4 gaining an NMG won't like, make us add an NMG to all chapters. Because if we add NMG to all chapters, it has to be added for every single all chapters variation. So, you know, it'd have to be there for main route, weird route, all recruits, and all bosses. Don't fight. Bang. does door warp prevent? No. Door warp just changes the route massively. So that's why in Chapter 2 we had to create a split. That way we could preserve, like the old route, like the old routing before door warp. And because, you know, some people genuinely liked running a category like Chapter 2 main route NMG. It felt like a more, like, pure glitched experience, as opposed to just doing one glitch to skip the entire game. There's a lot more involved glitches in NMG for main route, compared to main route glitch, where it's really just the intro wrong warps and door warp. Like, I may not run it that much, but I respect main route NMG and Snowgrave NMG. Like, I think those are two pretty fun categories that, like, are worth existing. Now, all recruits NMG and all bosses NMG, on the other hand, not so much. AB NMG especially, because in AB glitch you still already have to do city. You know? So, like, really it's just, like, the only difference is that Ralsei has you have to do the second half of Fields, and Ralsei has Ragger too. And then AR NMG was, I think it was more just like AR glitch, but like, you know, before we had door warp when it was just glitched and glitchless. AR glitch already wasn't that popular, if I remember correctly. So, like, I know I didn't run AR glitch until door warp was found. I routed AR glitched, actually. I routed it with a bit of help from Ashley. Like, Ashley was the one who suggested, like, going back to city, like, going to mansion, then going back to city. When we were doing routing, because I didn't know that there were, I didn't know there was a way to encounter, Mouse, without going through City Heights. At the time. I didn't know that pop-up mouse as an encounter existed. Chat. It's Stuart. Stuart, my goat. Oh yeah, I'm pretty, I think, if I remember correctly, Power Band is faster now for Chapter 4, I just remembered that. Glitchless. Like, for glitchless Chapter 4 AR. Since we actually fight, actually fight Titan instead of just doing, the old strat. I'm only assuming this because the power band room is in the is in Mario Man's All Recruits Glitchless thumbnail. Is in every chapter 4 Nope, because you have to do an encounter if you get power band. That's why it's only good in AR, because it just replaces the later organic encounter. Like, the only way it would be worth it in other Chapter 4 categories is if we can find a way to get that power band without encountering the organic. Yes, second Sanctuary power band is what I mean. Forgot there's one. I keep forgetting there's one in Dark Sanctuary. Streamer. Interact! Yeah, there's a funny cutscene for it. That's the power band I got in my casual playthrough. Bang. That's the one with, yeah, the Cuptons, yeah. Well, like, I think it's the one where they run at you, right? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Tension bit finally becoming useful, yeah. The only time you don't pick up tension bit are in glitched categories that don't get weapons. Nice, I can 3-turn. And knock you down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, I remember that room now. Yeah, that was the one I got in my casual playthrough. I do remember that room. You're at the Togor Central. Definitely went to the library knowing got both power bands. I don't. I think I got I got Mystic Band. Yeah, I got the Mystic Band in Dark Sanctuary. I did find that room, so I had them. I have the Mystic Band and Power Band on that casual save. Togor Central. I love Toaster. I just like how the whole Togor and Chester thing is just proving that people who were saying that Toby needed to release the chapters because of the friend inside me brain rot were just wrong. This is just how the fandom is. And you know what? I'm here for it. That's a high grade. Thank you for the good luck. Tale of Hell Jockington. Yeah, I like how there's like actually some merit behind that. Three brothers. My favorite part about those videos is just Toby's name just getting longer and longer. I almost thought about getting the pink ribbon, but no, I will not fall for its temptation in categories that aren't Snowgrave and AB. Or ACAB. I mean, ACAB specifically, that I grab it. Jump for growing as a person. I'm just doing the same mindset I always had with all chapters, where it just, or with just categories in general, where I only ever picked it up in Snowgrave categories and ACAB. Every other category, no, I don't pick it up. So like, I don't pick it up at all in solo chapter 2 categories, other than Snowgrave. And and then when it comes to all chapters, I only pick it up in all chapters Weird Route and then ACAB. And then I've considered picking it up for Triab, just to make Night a little easier, but it really just depends. Interact! Slow cheat. At least going for slow cheese and all recruits makes sense. Just because you can't just ice shock them out, the mice, if you miss. I have no idea how to do the mice spare with Noelle. Huh? My down input? Where is my down input? I was literally mashing it? Infected by curdly brain rot? Good. I'm just gonna do what I normally do, with just sleep mist on what would be the final turn. Crusade Burly Light, that's so romantic. Curdly is canon, guys. Oh, there's a video I need to play. I wanted to play this during the Chapter 1 break, but I forgot. Do you guys want me to... Hey, do you guys want me to ruin Third Sanctuary for you? Enjoy. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs. Streamer Spamton Skip. Streamer, why aren't you doing Spamton Skip? Good RNG. Cruziel featuring Curdly. Featuring Curdly. You want to know a ship that like has like no right going as hard as it does, kinda? Birdsay. I've seen so much good art of that ship, and just like this ship has no right to go as hard as it does. Two lines of dialogue. Sounds awesome. There was like one person I followed on Twitter who like posted like almost exclusively Birdsay art for a bit. raw cell save. I like the raw cell crumbs we got in chapter 4 were just like 3 lines of dialogue where Noelle acknowledged Ralsei looking like Azrael. Crumbs. I mean, Tired Dreamer Holiday Family. I like the Noelle and Chris. Don't forget Togor and Chester. Who the fuck is Chester? You don't know Chester Holiday? Damn, fake fan. Two Goner characters are shipped. It's fun. I'm curious. I'm curious if Toby is aware of Togor and Chester. Surely. Don't look up the My Best Split, by the way. I'm going to hit you with a blunt object. Can that blunt object be your lips? I mean, what? Mike, is that anything? My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. I'm feeling pretty prodigy. It's clever! Yay! For Martlet. Finally! I finally got clever on one of these goddamn streams. Martlet always guesses clever. Recently, I've been getting a streak of not getting clever, or like clever only showing up on other people's streams. So... I can't remember this, but I'm pretty sure my fucking offline ACAB-G Switch run what got clever, I think. Are you telling me that? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I couldn't remember. I'll take the 60 HP one. Fuck you. Give me the one pattern that can't be one-turned. Yay, top key. No, that was just bad RNG. I maybe could have gotten a bit more on that second turn, but... Do not recruit Mousewheel as a devil. God, I wish. God, I wish Mousewheel wasn't... God, I wish we couldn't recruit Mousewheel. I wish Mousewheel was optional. world would be a much better place without it. Where I have so much HP, because it's meant to be like a challenge. I think it looks cool. I love mouse wheel. And two-turn swatchling. Because this game hates me. I love getting the only swatchling pattern that that can't be one-turned. I think you're good luck, Delta. Six-hour Delta stream, but stop 4.5 hours in. Damn. True reset categories for If you want to do a 6-hour Deltarune stream, well, there is one category extension you could run. Smile. And I mean, hey, it's also a true reset category. Smile. Hi, welcome in. We're for Chapter 4, Weird Route. Ah, yeah. Chocobo TPE is such like a fun category. It's just 7 hours long, so like, I don't think I'm gonna run it again. But the one run I did with Ashley was super fucking fun. First died the Jevil, duh. Average. First, fifth ever 421 Castletown, though. Nice. Meanwhile, with the Chapter 1 in this run, it was good up until I missed HHS because I bonked and then I got 3-turn head happy. Which, Lamau. You see, ours works except for when it doesn't. Streamer, you're losing time. I don't care. It's all chapters. Who cares? Wear is such a funny fight because you either just get like infinite TP and take no damage, or you just get fucked. No hit all crits. Good bit. I love Safe 6-1. It's still funny how even with Iron Shackle equipped, I'm pretty sure you still need the shield crit. Or like Fraud Shackle. Unit potential. Iron Shackle's still a good item, though, at least. Just because of how versatile it is. Like it and Devil's Tail. Hi, welcome in. You're just in time for Giga Queen, and then more importantly afterwards, the Roaring. Alright, 250 HP.
Round one.
Fight!
bad. Guys, I have enough for a 10 pull in TCGP. Should I do it? Alright, I'm gonna do 10 pull on Lugia since my last 10 pull was on, uh-oh. I hope I get the immersive art Lugia. Okay, let's see. Let's get these 10 packs. Alright, let's see. Well, there's something good in one of them. Alright, full art Quillfish. Ooh, shiny Magnemite. Full art Chikorita, nice. And the final pack has nothing. Well, I got some good stuff out of that. So what page of Homework you're on? I am still at the very end of Act 2. I haven't started Act 3 yet. I've just been procrastinating. Why does Tobias, Squilliam, Henry, Andrew, Radiation Fox start counting from 0? True. Truth Nuke. I've been enjoying it. Left off. Like I said, I finished Act 2. I just haven't started Act 3. So I ended on the POV of the Wayward Vagabond, at the end of that. Also Bear 5. Bear 5 jump scare. I love having Bear 5 in my splits. There's a little jump scare. I still find it funny that this doesn't really fit anymore since it's not the end of the run. Damn, all the way to the shower. Smash Bros. Skip. The halfway... Wait, the halfway mark has been achieved? Wait a second. It's not even halfway through the run. Because how long 3 and 4 are. Chapter 4 with that. True. God, I can't get over the fucking immersive Ho-Oh and Lugia art. Just new arts. The fucking placeholder art. Unlock the baby as you yet. No, I have not. Artist did an incredible job. What an incredible player. Pretty crazy, wasn't it? Yeah. I just like the moments in the comic where it's like, it just suddenly becomes cinema for a few minutes. The mayor of Cantown. No, that happened. That just happened. I didn't read any yesterday because I was like doing other stuff. Show the images of the chapter 1 through 2 A card G. I don't think this beats my PB anyway, so I don't think this beats my PB. Like the my 1+2 ACSGG. Or in my ACWR run from earlier this week, I beat it by like 3 seconds. Flat demo timing. That would make sense. Yeah, because about like 30.9 I think was the timing on how much earlier the timing ends. And I'm pretty sure I already have a I'm pretty sure my 1+2 PB is already a 119. So. I'm pretty sure I got a 119 ACRG. PB's 119, okay, yeah. That's what I figured. I just think it's funny that I beat my ACSGG PB by 3 seconds. And that was with Tension Bit. women win today. This one goes out to all the women in chat. And women enjoyers. Women too. Good luck to women. Like, you're really good luck. What if it could get colder than cold? Get colder. Oh, so Snowgrave. Snow games. Wow, a 5-second time. Not even a 4-second time. Kasai. I like how you just have to, like, wait a second. Like, after exiting the room before the enemy spawns. Alright. Almost time for everybody's favorite part of the run. Cooking. Favorite is a word to use. Oh well. Yeah, you don't need S rank, so... A rank reward here? I don't know. I don't remember. It isn't until board 2 that rank matters. Yeah, round 2 is Chenchin Gym for A rank. Run's going well? Yeah, it's going alright. Tomorrow. Do I want to run a car glitch again? Well, I mean, obviously I want to run it again, but do I want to run it tomorrow? I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. That is the ultimate category decider. What do I feel like doing? Hey, car NMG. Feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm not tired anymore, so. Like the wire, yeah, I love the bit of the wire just getting more and more tangled. Bang. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. For literally nothing you need, it's useless in this game. It's also actively detrimental because it makes getting an A rank harder, so... Why is the spare noise gone? Why does that happen sometimes? Why does that happen sometimes? I don't get it. Went on vacation. Can count as a failure, yeah. You got shocking right as rules appeared on screen. Kinda cinema. Base. That's funny. Holy shit, Lightner's live? But what if there was like a plus? Going for FC? I always go for FC when I know I can get away with it. See? All the characters who haunt the narrative have good movie. I think it's a requirement. I think it's just a requirement of haunting the narrative. Go, white boy, go! Alright. Nothing. Nope. I messed up. I missed menu. My fault. Nice fucking interact box. Oops. Me when stupid. I can't stop thinking about the fucking third Sanctuary edit. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs. I did a hat. Alright, you're all set. What's it gonna be? Alright, 3. The Eeper. Average chapter 3 run. Just going during board 3. One time. Also goes against our choices the one time we need it, the one time where it actually matters. So now he decides to have a personality. Thank you, Ross. Actually, never mind. I take back every bad thing I ever said. I can't stop it. Three. Ralsei chose 3. 3-1-3. That was the that was the end result. 3-1-3. I love it when you listen to me, Mike. All the time. I basically got 99 Zapper because of the miss menu. So that miss menu on like the Zapper and green room. Mike the Gourd. Isn't a bit... Well, technically it still is. Because technically it's optimal to get the Pippins on board, too. And then, you know, get the Susuzilla skip. It's like a turn slower to do what I did. But, you know, it makes getting A rank easier, and it means you don't have to deal with that encounter. Alright, it's time. I love Birdly 1 menuing. Menuing, blue, trans women. True! Both freeze well! That's a good one. I love this a bit. You ever just saxophone? True. Yeah, I do. There we go. Because they didn't know about that bit. I assumed there was gonna be a bit. Like, I just had a feeling if there was 25 of them, I had a feeling there was gonna be a bit. Like, just knowing Toby. I figured, like, even if there wasn't a bit, like, you just get them naturally, just because that's kind of how recruits have always been. You haven't really had to go too super far out of your way for them. As long as you just do all the encounters as you see them. It was funny, though, yeah. I know there were definitely people who fell for it. Fell for it again award. I think my favorite one was when Jade said the Taros have hit the Deltarune recruit counts. Bang. It's hard to see. Where it shows up as RNG, how fast it is not RNG. Like, how fast it is / when it shows up isn't. But which column it shows up on is RNG. Poly-buy rules. True. We do. I just love how the ultimate message of that plotline isn't that polyamory is bad, it's just that rules is kind of just bad. Especially clear when you get Starwalker. You get Starwalker. Some actual defense. Alright, got everything. Was not on my chapter 3 bingo card. Honestly, like, people are saying buy Starwalker. Honestly, like, Starwalker strikes me as more like Pan. Sorry, they both start with P. Who can casually miss a bit Dreamer Home? I did because I got Mantle on my first playthrough. So I didn't have to do anything there. And then on when I was first looking at the speedruns, I just kind of mashed against the door because I didn't know it would be closed. But, you know, the code was 0, so... I remember I was just mashing when I got to that door. I was like, oh wait, there's a code here. I don't know the code, and it just turned out to be all zeros anyway. So. Dude. Dude! I'm losing 500 years from this. I did get the funny bug though where everyone's shooting even though 2 people are downed at least. Window wires, any chance we'll just stand there like an idiot when you if you end on this, it was patched, so like he'll still stand there but you can't shoot at him. But if you end on the shooting minigame or the ball one, the ball minigame, then Tena will it won't play the static properly, basically. Like, the static is still occurring, but, like, it's just not visible. And, before this current patch, you were able to shoot during that. Yeah, the fastest spare is I Love TV Spam, and it's not even close. Like, outside of AB, the second fastest way to beat this fight is by, like, fighting. And that is, like, over a minute slower than doing I Love TV Spam. It loses like it loses almost a minute and a half. It's like the main reason why Double DJs is only barely slower in ACMR glitched. Have I seen you on Shay's stream? Yeah, I'm a mod for Shay, and I was on commentary for his Deltarune run. I interact with him a lot on Twitter, you know, them, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, I'm friends with Shay. If you go to like one of their streams and look in chat, like you'll see me. You'll see me. Well, the thing is, Shadow Mantle doesn't do shit for Tena. It's just completing the sword route that makes Chris do 500 million damage to Tena. Thank you for good luck. Doesn't work on the stars, not that I know of. But like, but you know, it's not like I've. It doesn't really do anything for like the actual fight because like, I don't know. It doesn't make enough of an impact for me to want to equip it. Basically, the Shadow Mantle is not what makes Chris do more damage. Basically, that's a common misconception. Okay, I didn't know that, but like, that's still not enough for me to like say that it actually helps. Because, you know, you end the fight super fucking quickly anyways. So like, unless you're like very stubborn about being a pacifist, then no. All the mantle does is grant you the resistance to dark and star, and then in the night fight specifically, on the first 3 turns, the first 3 times you get hit will always hit the mantle user. during the first 3 turns. Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice, especially because the first turn attacks the entire party. But, yeah, like, you'll always notice that, like, if you get hit on, like, turn 2 or, like you get hit on turn 2 or turn 3, it'll always go to whoever's holding the mantle. Yeah, but there are also certain attacks that only target Susie or Ralsei. Like, I think Sword Corridor only targets Susie and Ralsei if they're available. It's just one of the things that's hard to notice, you know? Because, like, there's, like, the groups of attacks that attack all the party members. There's ones that are targeting the mantle holder at first, and then there's one that only targets Susie and Ralsei. But yeah, outside of the, like, you know, full party attacks, the first few turns only target the mantle holder. And then after that, it's the usual random chance. Although I think I think all attacks have a bias against Chris. I think. Like, obviously, there are the attacks that just can't target Chris at all if Susie or Ralsei is up. Obviously, but I know, like, I've heard, like, the Knight just has a general bias against Chris, both for, like, probably lore reasons and also, like, gameplay purposes, since, you know, Chris going down hurts a lot. But it was GDQ was where I learned about, like, the whole, like, the first few turns specifically targeting the mantle holder. That's where that was when I first learned about that. I think Inhard told me that. I love Chris just walking in place. Always target. That's the White's second armor slot. No, that's not true, because I have it in the first armor slot, and that's for Chris, and that's still true. Like, and I still just get hit like the first. I don't think there's no way the second armor slot is true, because I put mantle in first slot for Chris. I always have a mantle shackle and ACAB runs. just slightly different rules. That's weird. I don't really get that, but... I still don't really get what that version's trying to say, because, like, that just reads the exact same. Like, it just seems like a more complicated version of, like, the original statement of first 2 hits will go to the mantle wielder, then random. They are, so Balthazar. Unless it stars versus short tone, which is like that, like those all make sense because stars and red slashes attack the whole party. And then sword corridor only attacks Susie and Ralse if it can. It's just, there's so many different rules when it's like, I don't know. That only works if you haven't killed anything. That's why 80% does pacifist strats. I'm old. But yeah, 80% does pacifist strats for Chapter 4 because one, like, you can do that strat with the Titan Spawn, and also it makes the cutscene, the Jackenstein cutscene at the end way shorter. Like, it makes it shorter enough to where, like, you can lose both RNG turn saves on Gwei and still, and like, it'll just even out because of the shorter cutscene. But the parentheses were forgotten. Good bit. Classic Toby. Classic Toby coding. That we can call Toby Core. Alright, time for reading. I almost left that one. I think this is one of the, I guess, harder words, I guess would be a way to describe it. Second slot will only redirect the first two. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. So, like, with first slot, it's like a cycle of, like, 2 hits hitting the mantle holder, then random targeting, then 2 hits. Something like that. While with the second slot, it's only the first 2 hits of the fight. Wonder the people that run all eggs. No one's done an egg percent run yet of, like, all chapters. Obviously, a lot of people have done a Chapter 3 egg percent run because of the SRC challenge. You're too true. Mamma mia. Is my ass about to get 1 in 81? Mamma mia! Wrong. Mamma Hold space right there. Yep. I am unsure on if it should be banned or not. But it's one of those things where it's just like, it doesn't really do anything. It's like, so you can easily avoid it, but also like, it's not like, you're not like, but also it's a debug feature, so we can't like, we shouldn't like pick and choose for ones that can't be activated accidentally. It's like, it's either all or none, and the only exceptions being for ones that you literally like will be activated on accident, like the ones that like the ones in chapter 2 that you could activate just by having shift and control held down during like the opening of the chapter. Alright, time for Miss Mizzle. Chapter 2 do, in older versions of Chapter 2, some debug commands were activated if you, like, some leftover debug commands were activated if you did that. Luckily, none of them, like, actually, like, saved time. It was mostly just visual stuff, but... I didn't see your message, Neon, but it's the opposite of that. Flirt twice, beg for mercy once. Alright, who's ready for funny Mizzle moments? Of course. I'll get them on the way back. I don't know, still not as funny as that one clip where I walked directly through them because they don't have hitboxes until they start fully moving. Automod Gaster. That would be a funny bit. When I type Gaster and it resets to the start of stream. You just reset the entire pregnancy? Thank you for good luck, Pansini. Holy shit. Wingaster, the royal scientist? Gaster. It's AR, I have the money. Might as fucking well, you know? Yeah, it's just for safety. Long category, you know, I don't want to... You know. Might as well for the safety of it. Especially since power band strats. Alright. Looks so goofy in their climbing animation. I don't know. They just silly. They're just a little silly. If I was climbing a cliff, I'd probably look goofy too. True. Got some goofballs in chat today. Why does Lost Girl play there? Because Lost Girl is also just a general sad theme. Because it also plays for Susie in Chapter 3. I think at this point it's played more times for Susie than it has for Noelle. Yeah, and we're also in Chapter 4 Castletown. Squidward, Mr. Krabs. What's up, Patrick? Squidward, Mr. Krabs. Fucking hate this so much. Dreamer, get the egg! Chontorioreg. Chontorioreg. I wonder if the character prophecy would have been affected by Susie. I mean, isn't like the whole point that like the prophecy doesn't change regardless of what you do to it in the Dark World? That like it's the one constant in the Dark World. Funny trailer shot. Yeah, I love the climbing sections. Honestly, I can't. Whoa. Is that Gorson? Alvin? Oberon Smog? was difficult to put the fountain together. Is this a valid crash out? I think both Susie and Ross are about. Yeah, true. Because these are multi-layered characters. It's like Toby Fox wrote these characters. Isn't that crazy? Toby is neutral on these things. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs. 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 I can't unhear it, it's so funny. I always gotta check the judgment mail myself. I don't know. It probably just says you're missing some. I don't know. The gang's all here. No Starwalker? Huh, why bother? In my first playthrough, I, like, recruited everyone except Miss Mizzle, but I don't remember what it said. The knight could kill us right there. Is it stupid? Yes. Number 3. I imagine a huge vehicle called the blunt force trauma that can only produce. That's a good one. That I had to send one more sword to Susie than anyone else. True. In fact, one might even say it could be a truth fountain. Don't open a dark fountain. Ralsa yells to the evil fountain maker. He was then swooned 57 times. My fucking town. Because I don't want Chris to die during Titan Spawn. I barely made that jump. I like let go just in time. Goes into the dark void. Who has power band equipped right now? Susie. Susie has Shackle power band. Susie. It's fine. Alright. We're using Absorbax as useful, surely it's not worth it. I think Absorbax just takes too long to get. Doesn't feel great. I hope, hi Xander. I hope you feel better. I fucking love that song so much. It's so stupid. I'm old. When my birth year starts with 19, I'm old. Huh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I'm a 2002. I feel it. The antidepressants are hitting. And the two, God, you youngins. Yeah, 3 months older than me, by the way. Oh, the speed keep. Oh, the speed keep. He's just sick with it. All right. Me too, buddy. Me too. We're only saving 20 seconds. I mean, I'm pretty sure my PB had like a good Titan, so it makes sense. I'm not saving like the 50 seconds that I had been saving in other categories. I think like I'm pretty sure my PB was like optimal except for one turn. Like I lost one turn, I'm pretty sure. Like because I didn't get the early unleashed. Didn't get the early unleashed. Which is fine. That one was stupid to hit anyways, so... Window! Fucking looking at something in the room to yell out. Hey Marvin, thank you for the raid. Just in time. The run's about to end. In like 5 seconds. Bang. It's new. SpongeBob Patrick Squidward, Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob Patrick Squidward, Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob Patrick Squidward, Mr. Krabs. I fucking love It Snoo. It Hapone. Alright, other than Chapter 3, this went pretty well. Chapter 3 could have been way better, but, you know. I just had some mismenus and antenna funnies. Still a banger run? Yeah. Obviously still improvement, but you know. It's a car, so I don't care as much. Just while I'm here, while I'm remembering, you guys should join my Discord, social, Blue Sky. Discord's the most important one. The easiest way to get updates on streams. And then, I don't know, follow my Twitter if you like seeing me retweet shit. And then the occasional zinger. And then for all the VOD heads, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Click like, share the video with every single person on Earth. Vodney's nut. Got him. Aha, got him, GG's. That was fun. Oofle D jump scare. All right. I hope everyone had a fun stream today. That'll be all for me. Oh boy, Bestie is live. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Ashley Ash Mikta, everybody's favorite. It's everybody's favorite Shay hater. I mean, self-proclaimed #1 Woofle D hater. Just look at the role in my. That's her role in my server. But yeah. Other than that, Ashley update. Anyways, other than that, bye everybody. Bye.